The 2026 Kawasaki W400 feels like a motorcycle that was built to remind riders why pure riding pleasure still matters. From the very first moment you sit on it, there is a sense of balance that doesn't need explanation. The bike doesn't try to impress you with aggressive styling or unnecessary electronics. Instead, it quietly tells you that its strength lies in how it moves, how it responds, and how confidently it stays planted on the road. Handling is where the W400 truly begins to speak. The chassis feels perfectly neutral, not too stiff and not too soft, giving the rider a natural connection with the road. At low speeds, the bike feels light and easy to control, making city riding effortless. U-turns, tight streets, and slow traffic never feel stressful, because the steering responds smoothly without any sudden resistance. The front end feels predictable, which builds confidence, even for riders who are new to classic motorcycles. As speed increases, the handling becomes even more impressive. The W400 stays stable through long curves and open roads, holding its line without wobble or nervous movement. The weight distribution feels well balanced, allowing the bike to lean naturally into corners. You don't have to fight the handlebars. Instead, the motorcycle follows your input with calm precision. This is the kind of handling that makes long rides relaxing rather than tiring. The suspension setup plays a major role in this experience. The front telescopic forks are tuned for comfort and control, rather than extreme sportiness. When riding over uneven roads, small bumps are absorbed smoothly, preventing harsh feedback through the handlebars. This makes the W400 especially enjoyable on imperfect roads, where comfort matters more than speed. The front suspension keeps the tire firmly connected to the road, improving grip and steering confidence at the rear. The twin shock absorbers define the classic character of the W400, but they are far more capable than they look. These shocks are tuned to provide a balanced ride, offering enough softness to absorb road imperfections, while remaining firm enough to prevent excessive bounce. When riding solo, the rear suspension feels plush and controlled. Even with a passenger, the bike maintains its composure without feeling unstable. What stands out is how the front and rear suspension work together. As a complete system, there is no disconnect between the two ends of the motorcycle. When you hit a bump mid-corner, the W400 doesn't lose its line. Instead, it stays calm and predictable, allowing the rider to stay relaxed. This level of suspension harmony is rare in modern motorcycles, focused mainly on performance numbers. On longer rides, the suspension truly shines. Road vibrations are filtered out so effectively that fatigue is reduced significantly. The bike glides over rough patches rather than crashing into them. This makes the W400 an excellent choice for riders who enjoy cruising for hours without feeling beaten by the road. The upright riding posture, combined with the smooth suspension, creates a comfortable and stress-free experience. Handling during braking is another strong point. When you apply the brakes, the front suspension compresses smoothly without excessive dive. This keeps the bike stable and prevents sudden weight shifts that could unsettle the rider. The rear shocks remain controlled during deceleration, helping the motorcycle stay straight and balanced. This adds an extra layer of safety and confidence, especially in emergency situations. The W400's wheelbase and geometry are designed to support smooth handling, rather than aggressive corner attacks. This means the bike feels predictable at all times. You always know what the motorcycle is going to do next. This predictability is what makes the W400 such a pleasure to ride. Daily, it doesn't surprise you. And that's exactly why it feels so trustworthy. Even at highway speeds, the suspension maintains its calm character. Wind pressure and road irregularities don't disturb the bike's stability. The rear shocks keep the bike planted, while the front forks maintain clear feedback through the handlebars. You feel connected to the road without being overwhelmed by it. This balance between feedback and comfort is what defines the W400's riding personality. In corners, the W400 leans smoothly and returns upright without resistance. The suspension supports the bike through the entire lean angle, preventing excessive compression or rebound. This allows riders to enjoy flowing roads with confidence. It may not be a race bike, but its handling is refined enough to make every curve enjoyable. What makes the 2026 Kawasaki W400 special is not extreme performance, but refined control. The suspension is not overly adjustable, and that is actually a strength. Kawasaki has tuned it perfectly for real-world riding. You don't need to spend hours adjusting settings, because the bike already feels right out of the box in everyday riding. Potholes, speed breakers, and uneven surfaces are handled gracefully. The shocks absorb impacts without sending sharp jolts to the rider's spine. This makes the W400 practical as well as pleasurable. It's a motorcycle that respects the rider's comfort, while still delivering an engaging ride. The handling and suspension together create a feeling of harmony The motorcycle feels like one solid piece, rather than separate components working independently. This unity is what makes the W400 feel timeless. It doesn't chase trends, it focuses on fundamentals that never go out of style. In the end, the 2026 Kawasaki W400 proves that great handling and well-tuned suspension can transform a simple motorcycle into something truly special. It offers a ride that is smooth, confident, and deeply satisfying. Every bump, every corner, and every mile reminds you that this bike was built for riders who appreciate balance control and pure mechanical feel. The 2026 Kawasaki W400 delivers a riding experience that feels honest, balanced, and deeply connected to the road. From the moment the bike starts rolling, you can sense how carefully its wheels, handle setup, and suspension work together as one complete system. Nothing feels rushed, nothing feels forced. Every movement feels natural, controlled, and reassuring. The wheels play a major role in defining the character of the W400. They are designed to support stability rather than aggression, giving the motorcycle a calm and planted feel. At low speeds, the wheels roll smoothly, helping the bike feel light and easy to maneuver. Whether you're filtering through traffic or making tight turns, the bike responds without hesitation. The grip feels consistent, and the contact with the road feels trustworthy. As speed increases, the wheels maintain excellent balance. There is no unwanted vibration, no nervous behavior, and no feeling of instability. On straight roads, the W400 tracks perfectly, staying aligned without constant correction. In corners, the wheels guide the bike into a smooth lean, holding the line confidently until you decide to exit the turn. This gives riders the confidence to enjoy curves without fear or tension. The handle set on the 2026 W400 is tuned for comfort and control. The handlebars sit at a height that keeps the rider upright. Relaxed and fully in command, your arms fall naturally into position, reducing fatigue on long rides. The width of the handlebars provides enough leverage to steer easily, without making the bike feel heavy or slow. What makes the handle setup special is the feedback it provides. You can feel the road through the bars, but never in a harsh or uncomfortable way. Small changes in surface texture are communicated clearly, helping you stay aware of grip and stability. During cornering, the handlebars feel steady, allowing precise steering inputs without overreaction. This balance between feedback and comfort is exactly what a classic road bike should deliver. During sudden maneuvers, the handle set remains stable. Whether you're avoiding an obstacle or making a quick lane change, the bars respond instantly without wobble. This gives the rider confidence, especially in unpredictable traffic situations. The alignment between the handlebars and front wheel feels perfectly tuned, making the bike feel like an extension of your body. The suspension system, especially the shocks, completes this refined riding experience. At the front, the suspension absorbs road imperfections smoothly,